Come to my interpreter. Bring me eyes thy book to read, ears to listen to words to hear, words which cannot be perceived, words that endless bliss in heart, kept down and given heart. All who read or hear are blessed, if thy plain commands we do. Of thy kingdom here possessed, thee we shall in glory view. When thou comest on earth to abide, reign triumphant at thy side. That second to last line, when thou comest on earth to abide, what's that talking about there? I think Dorothy said when Jesus comes again. The second coming. Who here thinks it's about the second coming? You're right. When thou comest on earth to abide, will reign triumphant at thy side. It occurs to me as we're reciting that's written by Charles Wesley in the 18th century. I don't know how many of you have ever thought about it, but a lot of old hymns, a lot of old prayers talk a lot about Christ coming again. Gee, do you think that's an important thing, Christ's return? There's also a lot of songs about death that we sing. And I'm going to come back to this in a little bit. We're about, in our Old Testament reading, we're about to hear the story of the Israelites in the desert. For those of you who don't know the broad strokes of the Hebrew story, the Hebrews were slaves in Egypt. They called out to God. God heard their call, and he freed them from slavery, led them through the Red Sea, killed their enemies, and then they spent 40 years in the wilderness because they were disobedient. But God helped them survive. He got them through it. And then finally, he led them into the promised land through the River Jordan. And there are a lot of Christian songs that talk about crossing over that River Jordan. And when they're talking about it, they're not talking about it literally. They're talking about it figuratively. And it's akin to the Greeks talking about crossing the river Styx. I don't know if anybody knows Greek mythology. But the River Jordan, when we're going over that river, it means dying. So, I am a poor wayfaring stranger. I'm traveling through this world of woe, but there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my Father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. So that whole song is about how we're in the wilderness right now, following God. But someday he's going to take us over that river, and we'll be in the promised land. That's the realm of death, where we'll be with the Lord. And we'll talk about that with the the Philippians reading today. But that's one example. I'll give you another example. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Y'all know the song's about dying? It's about, sure, some people say. A lot of people don't know it's about dying. A lot of people say, oh, the Brits just sing that during their soccer games. No, it's a song about dying because it's about Elijah. He was taken up by a chariot into heaven. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home, a band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. The whole song's about dying, okay? A lot of older prayers are about dying. Now I lay me down to sleep. I give thee, Lord, my soul to keep. What's the next line? And if I die before I wake. How morbid is that? We used to have our kids all saying that, coming to terms with their mortality before they go to sleep. And if I die before I wake, I give thee, Lord, my soul to take. What a great orientation point. If you have dinner with me and Sarah Beth, we'll often sing that hymn, be present at our table, Lord, be here and everywhere adored. Thy creatures bless and grant that we may feast in paradise with thee. What's paradise? That's the realm of the dead. When Jesus had that disciple, or not disciple, the criminal at his side who repented, he said, truly this day you'll be with me forever, or you'll be with me in paradise. A lot of people think that's heaven, but Jesus didn't go to heaven when he died. He descended to the dead. Y'all remember that? The Apostles' Creed? He was in the realm of the dead, and on the third day he rose again. Paradise is the bosom of Abraham. That's where the holy, righteous ones of God reside and wait for the day of resurrection. So that hymn, thy creatures bless and grant that we may feast in paradise with thee. We believe that God is even in the realm of the dead, and when we die, we will be with the Lord. That's what Paul talks about in the Philippians reading today. Now, the reason I bring that up, all these prayers, all these hymns directing us towards death and the day of the Lord, is it because Christians are just a morbid, dark Eeyore people? You know that's not right. I'm making y'all know who Eeyore is, right? Winnie the Pooh, yeah. Oh, shucks. I haven't watched that for a long time. But no, Christians are a people rejoicing. But even so, we're a sober people. We know what's coming. We have that eternal vision. We have the day of the Lord in mind. We have our own death in mind. Do you know that you're going to die? Do you know that you're going to die? Given a long enough timeline, the survival rate for everyone drops to 0. That's a line from Fight Club. That's some good theology in that movie. Don't watch it. But Hank Williams, no matter how I struggle and strive, I'll never get out of this world alive. You know, if you don't know that song, listen to that song. That's a good one. But all of this wisdom points toward we need to live each day today in light of the fact that someday I'm going to die. Someday I'm going to be raised imperishable and I'm going to stand before God's judgment seat. How am I going to do on that day? That's an important thing to reflect on. Don't you tell me how I'm going to do. God's going to tell me that. You figure that out for yourself. How are you going to do on the day of the Lord? Are you living soberly, preparing for that day? If not, get it together. We're saying so many good prayers, singing so many good hymns, directing your mind there. Let your mind get ready. The day's coming, whether or not you're ready.